Well, you'd know a lot about medium meat, wouldn't you? Hey, it was there.
Yeah, I kind of left the door open for that.
Hey, at least I gave you medium.
You leave the door open.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, fine. We have to watch each other because we leave each other open. This has become the contest. What?
Takasa pleaded with us. Please don't get out of control on stage. Please keep it under control. Like, yeah, we're right on that.
Right.
Yeah, we're right on that. Don't worry.
Our goal of these things is to try to make each other fall out of their chairs. We don't give a shit about you. I'm trying to make him fall out of his chair.
You know what we ought to do?
Yeah.
Our very, very good friend Sinwolf, who is the chairman of Australia's largest furry convention, is sitting in the front row. We need to tell them about our little visit to the pool in the hotel.
Oh. I thought you were going to say, have sex.
Remember what we told Takasa? No dangling willies on stage.
You can't do anything really crazy.
No.
Okay.
All right. We were both down in Australia. I love it, Australia.
As guests of Minfer, by the way.
Yes. Yes, they said, you know, having a good time? I said, absolutely. They said, is there anything you need? I said, no.
Now,
And,
I'm hanging out. It's a couple of days into it, right? And I'm just chilling out, hanging around. Kage comes up to me in his usual lab coat. I am in my usual suit. And with the coat and everything. He comes up to me and he says, dude, have you seen the pool? I said, I have not seen the pool because, in fact, I had not seen the pool. I was telling the truth, for once. So, he says, it's on the, what was it,
it was like the 4th, 5th, 27th floor.
Something.
They put the pool on the top floor. What the hell?
So he's like, you gotta see the pool, we gotta go up there.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
what you need to understand is that it was a pool and fitness center. It's on the top floor because the whole hotel, it was so heavy, would just sway back and forth with all the water.
Yeah.
And there was a pool on this side and then a glass wall and then like a little fitness center over here.
So,
yeah.
Well, I'm like, I haven't seen it, let's go. And we go up. We go up to see the pool. And we walk in there and
you had your hat?
I had my hat, I had my bowler.
I bought him a bowler.
I had my bowler hat, he had his lab coat. And we're there, and there's like this little room with some foosball tables and some warm-up shit, and then there's a glass wall and a hot tub and a pool, and there are people in there, separated.
And since there were people in there, we could not go into the hot tub and screw.
We could, yeah, exactly. No. So we're sitting there.
That was the whole purpose of the trip.
That's when we made the determination. We have a potential audience here.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so much that as we're sitting talking, and I believe you realized those people are looking at us.
They were looking at us.
Yeah.
Because we looked, I'm dressed up, he's like this, and they're looking at us concerned, like, why is there a scientist and a businessman standing here? And so we think, oh, we can't let this go.
I said, yeah, we gotta fuck with it.
We gotta fuck with this.
Yeah. So it's not our country, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So, we went over to there's a Coke machine behind us.
Yep.
The rest of the story requires no voice whatsoever.
Exactly.
And we left the can right there. And the motherfuckers behind the glass, they got their faces pressed up against it. What the hell? As far as we know, those dudes never came out of there. They did not want to be in the same room with this can of shit we bought. I didn't know what it was.
Tell you, they had to seal off the floor. There's these desiccated skeletons and Speedos behind that glass.
Yeah, that's great.
But you know, that's the kind of shit we do and we love it. Because, like I say, we just flew home to another country and it's not like they can prosecute us or anything.
Yeah, well, not mostly.
Well, you know, I did try to smuggle a pencil into the country.
Yeah, I actually almost got in trouble for toothpicks. You can't take toothpicks in Australia, they will fuck you up.
Yeah, they don't want you to bring anything made of wood into the country.
No seeds, no...
You can bring all the drugs and child porn you want, but if you got a toothpick...
Yeah, they'll find you.
Yeah. They even have a wood-sniffing dog.
That walks on the bed. You seen the belts? Like when your luggage comes off and it falls on this belt and it goes around? They have dogs, German Shepherds, Australian German Shepherds, trained to walk along this belt as it goes on and sniff the shit as it goes by. And you go up and the dogs are like, "Oh, mate, get away." And it's like, Jesus. And they will sniff everything as it goes by. I actually have never seen security so tight as in Australia. You go to Australia, it's a great country, it's a lot of fun, but don't piss them off.
And they don't want wood.
They don't want wood.
No, because there is nothing made of wood in Australia.
No.
Everything is either made of stone or kangaroos.
Yes. Wood was apparently invented by the Scientologists, which is evil.
Yes.
And they don't want any of it down there. There's nothing down there but dirt, kangaroos, and rocks, and beer. And that's it. And what? And drop bears.
And drop bears. Oh,
and
God.
Drop bears.
Yes, they had the big poster in there when you went in warning you to beware of the drop bears.
Beware of the drop bears.
Oh, God. Everything in Australia will fucking kill you.
Yes. Actually, I had a point. Okay, I got several Australian stories, but one of them, I actually went in and, you know, I mean, just chilling out in the very nice hotel room that the MFF got me, and I'm in there, I'm gonna go take a shower, there's the tub and everything. I actually flush the toilet to see if it swirls the other way, and it just kind of goes whoosh. I'm like, well, that's disappointing.
It's like, oh, shit.
And so I go to the tub, I open it, and there's a little bug in there, and I'm like, well, crap, and I reach down to shoo it out of the way, and I'm like, wait, will this thing kill me? Because half the bugs in Australia will bite you and you fall over and die.
Yeah.
I was scared to move. This little, I'm turning into a little girl. It was this little damn bug. I don't even know what it was. I probably should have called an Australian up. You know, it's like, can I step on that? Is that cool?
He called my freaking room.
I did.
He's like, Kage, you gotta come over here, help me out. There's like this thing, you gotta come over here. And I'm like, okay, I'd read about the redback spider, I'd read about the drop bears, I'd read about, you know, scorpions the size of Cadillacs.
Yeah.
And I go in there and he shows me in the room and I'm looking at it and sure enough, there the thing is. And I looked at it and I said, okay, let me tell you what lint looks like.
I swear to God, it was crawling, I swear.
Dude,
I think.
It was bright red, it was from your tie.
It was, if you saw a bright red fuzzy bug, you'd freak out too.
Admittedly, only in Australia, but what I saw was a piece of lint. I'm sorry.
Lint in Australia can kill you.
It can? It is venomous stuff.
Yes.
That's what was floating in the Orangina can that we used.
I know.
Oi. Oh God. Drop bears, they are a danger in Australia. It is a small animal. It stands about this tall. It looks disarmingly fuzzy and cute, but they are carnivorous and they are predatory and they hunt in packs.
And they don't like people.
No. Drop bears. The thing is, when human Western white guys, whatever, moved to Australia, a lot of the indigenous animals fled to the outback. So the drop bears had no natural fear of humanity. They cluster in trees, and this is a problem not just in the country, even in the cities. In downtown Melbourne, the drop bears will go up at night under cover of darkness, and they literally, when you walk under the tree en masse, they will drop on you. That's why they're called drop bears, and they have these big, long, like anteater-like claws on the thing. What is it, something like 150, 175 deaths every year in Melbourne alone just from drop bears?
Just from drop bears.
Yeah.
And they drop in groups. And they'll drop on your tents, and I can only imagine the first people that went over there, you know, it's like, well, this is the strangest hail I've ever seen.
Yes. It's furry and it's digging claws into my spine.
Why is this hail chewing on my nuts? So, yeah. Exactly.
And there's a redback crawling up my butt. It's like, oh God.
But don't call 911 because it won't work.
Oh, yes! Yes!
I go up to my room. I've had a fair amount to drink because the Australians, if there's one thing that Australians will do to Americans, they will drag them into a bar and they will get you drunk. And they've done this thing to me. I've had every kind of beer from, they took me all around the world. They even fed me some imported American beer. It's like, I've had this. They're like, fuck you, drink it. I get up to my room and I feel, you ever get that level of drunk where you've had enough, but you could use one more.
Kind of
one
right now,
more and you're going to be fine. And you can just chill. So I'm up in my room and I'm about at that point. I can use one more. So I want to call down and see if they'll bring me a beer. So I pick up the phone in my room and I go boop and I dial 0, boop, and it goes click and nothing happened. So I'm like, well, shit. So I hung up, picked up again, 0. Operator, you know? Boop, click. Well, shit. So I pick it up, 0, 0, 0, 0, boop, 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 boop. The Australian equivalent of 911 is 0, 0, 0. And I get it, it rings this time. Fire and police emergency. Give me some beer. I'm sorry. They recognize by my accent, oh, you're a stupid American. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine. So don't dial 000 in Australia if you ever go there because some motherfucker will answer you and they will not bring you beer.
Unless you look out your hotel room window and you see the drop bears in the trees. Dial 000 at that point.
If you dial 000, so drop bears, they're right there.
They will. They will send animal control in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Drop bears are no joke in
Here,
Australia.
we're walking through the street and they got these signs
Approach the
warning
stage.
you, overhead trees, watch for drop bears. Oh, hello. You're my new best friend. Thank you so much. Please tell me you brought a corkscrew. Please tell me you brought a corkscrew.
No. Screw it.
Take care of my stuff. Thank you. It's all right. We got it covered. We're walking through the streets and Pete's walking with us like, oh, isn't Melbourne a wonderful city? And there's this picture of like this bear-like creature with blood dripping off its fangs and an arrow pointing up. And it says, look up. And I'm like, dude. And then we go around the corner and there's this giant picture of a spider like the size of a Corvette attacking a woman. And it says, look down. So I'm walking through Melbourne like this.
And then you walk through the street and just for the stupid Americans, right on the curb, so that you won't look the wrong way, it says, look left. And then the other side says, look right. You can't, you have to look everywhere in Australia.
Yes.
There's no